Hello, and welcome to Twin Peaking, where I showed my friend Jay my personal list of worst to best episodes of Twin Peaks, and she sees if she can figure out what the show is. If you're liking the show, please remember to like, comment, subscribe, and tell anyone you think might be interested. Also, please make sure to go follow my friend Jay at twitch.tv/JanuaryK. That's January KAY. Without further ado, let's get into it. Hey Jay, how's it going?
Good. How are you, Mac?
Oh, hanging in there, doing my best. Yeah. I mean, what do you remember of Twin Peaks?
Oh my gosh, it has been a while since we recorded our last episode. Looking at my previous notes, a lot happened the last episode that we watched, actually. Like, there was snipers that killed someone. Jerry ran out of the woods. Hawk had a lot of screen time, which was good. And then we talked a lot about that scene with Diane in Las Vegas with the rest of the crew.
The last episode the one that had a lot of Sarah Palmer in it as well? That was super creepy. Yeah.
Yes, yeah. Correct. So yeah, that's all I remember of the last one. That at least last episode that we watched. So
yeah. So for my part of we've had a little bit of scheduling things. It was my birthday recently, which it's not a secret that's in April. So when people watch this 6 months later, they're gonna be like, "Wait, no, what the fuck?" But no, we had a lot of things that were just happened to fall on weekends. I was lost in the woods for a week, and you were, I think there was a weekend or two that you also couldn't make, and so ultimately it's been a month. And then funny enough, I have a music festival next week.
Yeah.
And there's this kind of debate of hey, maybe we just wait until we could just fully get in the swing of it or not. But you hit me up being very specifically hey, I need to watch Twin Peaks. Yeah. You're hey, yeah, next weekend. And I was oh, I have this weekend available, but it's sandwiched in between not being able to continue it immediately. And you were Mac, I need to watch Twin Peaks.
Yeah. Oh my gosh. Okay, you don't understand, Mac. You don't understand. There is a playlist that I have on YouTube of videos I need to watch after we finish Twin Peaks.
Oh my God, that's great.
It's interviews of Kyle MacLachlan, interviews of other characters on the show. There's other Twin Peaks alternate universe theories. I'm it is so it's crushing to see these on my recommended. Well, I'm that looks like a fun video. Too bad I can't watch it. And so this playlist has grown through the months since it was that one episode where I had to look up on YouTube. It was one of the early episodes where I had to look up on YouTube Twin Peaks, who else is getting hit by copyright strikes on about Twin Peaks. Right. Yeah. And ever since then, I've just been getting the occasional Twin Peaks theory video and other Kyle MacLachlan videos. And I'm well, I can't watch this. So wow, when is Mac free? I want to record this. So yeah, that's been my life.
Yeah. No, if I ever had a fear of this project, and for anyone who's eventually watching this after the weird hiatus I've had on editing, if there's any fear of oh, we're not gonna get this done, you will get this done.
You will get it. You will eventually get it. Do not worry.
Honestly, here's how bad it's been for me on doing this is I've skipped the episode I need to edit next, which is the one I'm on vacation with, and I've literally edited the ones afterwards. So after that one's done, I really have body image issues in a very real way, and having to edit it's not just the editing, but I feel I look so fat, in all of those pictures and stuff, and so I've also been pretty open. I don't try to dump this type of thing, but I try to be open about it, that I'm not doing great in the mental health space right now. And so I'm like, I just can't edit that. But then I'm like,
yeah,
I have 4 afterwards done. So the second this one's done, I like it is scheduled out, you know, and then we still have like 5 more after that in the in the pocket. So I just really need to get past this episode. And I'm really thinking I just might just throw the pictures on and try not to look at it and try to be try to figure that out. But yeah, so it's mostly ready to go, except for this one fucking thing where I talk about this vacation I went on with my mom. And so, but no, I've also been like really needing Twin Peaks to the point where I went and grabbed a thing called Shader Glass. Which is available on Steam. It's free, but it also has non-Steam versions where you open it and it just opens this window that you can put over your screen. Like you can make it as big as you want, and it has a bunch of different shaders for like VHSs, CRTs, like that type of thing. Cool. And I'm doing that partially for like old classic games. I'm doing that partially because of a anime project I'm getting started on. Of classics, but I've also thrown on a bit of Twin Peaks with the VHS and CRT filter to kind of, you know, bring back that vibe the last couple days. And so yeah, we're both kind of jonesing for more Twin Peaks here. Yes, we are. Yes. Yeah. I think we're a little too far removed for me to ask you, hey, what do you think is going to happen in this next episode? If you want to shoot in the dark.
Yeah, this one's kind of dab smack in the middle of like, because we watched, oh my gosh, I'm looking at my notes. We watched a couple episodes before it and a couple episodes after it now. So this one is kind of in the middle of all of those. So I guess we'll see. I want more than Matthew Lillard. That's what I want. What happened to Matthew Lillard? I was so excited to see him in that first episode, and he has not shown up since. So what the hell?
Literally, he was here for the first 2 episodes and then just gone. And you've seen like a portion of season 3 at this point.
Yeah.
So
exactly. So I'm like, where's my homie at? Where is my Matthew Lillard? I love that guy. Oh, okay.
All right.
More Matthew Lillard.
That's number 1 on your wish list, or is there anyone else that you're
more Matthew Lillard and more Dougie. I want more Dougie.
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
We did see last episode that we watched, which is only a couple more before this, some Audrey. So, and that kind of threw us in the middle of it. So, you know, that has to start being set up at some point.
True.
Yeah.
Right.
Do you just want to jump on in?
Yeah, let's do this.
All right.
Yay.
Oh boy.
Okay.
So that was season 3, episode 9. This is the chair.
This is the chair. Ooh.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
From what I think, out of an episode that gave us a bit of everything, that scene's probably the one that we'll want to talk about most. I imagined. But
yes.
Before we get there, how'd you feel about this episode? Welcome back.
I got everything I wanted. I was like,
more.
And more. Literally and more. So I'm pretty stoked about this episode.
Yeah. I didn't realize, like, until we started watching this the way we have, because, like, let's do a quick count up. Okay. Of how many season 3 episodes we've seen so far. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So we've literally watched like a fourth of season 3, right?
Okay.
If it's 18 episodes. Am I doing that math right?
I think
a
so.
third. A third.
Yes, math.
Yes. And I didn't realize how deftly I had been dodging the Bobby episodes. To the point that we watched a third of season 3 with no Bobby until we got to this point where every time I was like, I knew that Bobby's one of my favorite parts of the show. Dana Ashbrook absolutely kills it. Boy, has he aged well. But like until we were watching it the way we've been watching it, I didn't realize how much of an impact he had on that season 3 episodes. Because like every episode, I'm just like, she's about to be in this like for a second, right? So like spoilers for past episodes. Clearly this isn't the first time he shows up.
Yes.
but I didn't realize how deftly I'd been dancing around it.
That's really funny. That is hilarious.
He has a huge impact on how much I like an episode, apparently.
You can have a flow chart of like, does this episode have Bobby? Yes or no? And then if it's yes, it's in the top half. If it's no, it's in the bottom half of the ranking.
Oh my god. Yeah. Oh my. Ooh. Yeah. Dense episode. Lot to talk about. Is there anything in general you'd like to talk about before we go scene by scene? About vibes of the show, your experience? We were chatting a lot.
Yes, we were chatting a lot in this episode. But
we tend to do that on our first ones back. When we get into watching it, we kind of stop talking.
Yeah,
but when it's our first time back, we're chatting all the way through.
Yeah.
That's why we initially thought we could make a reaction out of these.
Yeah. I really liked this episode. I think let's get into it and then we can get into why I really like this episode. So
awesome. I love that. Yeah, so the first thing we see is Mr. C bloody walking down the street.
Yes.
Last we saw him, they were breaking out of the jail that we saw.
Yes, that's right.
Yeah. There's not a lot here to this part, but there's only one episode in between what we last saw in this one.
Right.
What the fuck could have happened?
Part of me, because like I think he stole a car, right? When he broke out of jail.
They left him a car.
That's right.
When he broke out, because he was like blackmailing the warden.
Yes.
Yeah.
So I'm wondering if he got into like a serious, like maybe he got into a police chase, got into a serious accident because he ended up walking towards the farm.
Right.
So I think maybe he got into a pileup or something like that along those lines.
He was also on the run with Ray, or like leaving with Ray, if you remember. He
yeah.
Yeah, and he's nowhere.
Ray must have died then. Holy shit. Ray is gone. Oh my god. So yeah, part of me thinks it's like a police chase. Someone tried to chase him down and shoot him or run him off the road, and that's how he got shot too. So yeah, that's where my mind goes.
Okay. No, I dig it. Yeah, so these next few scenes are kind of weird because it's bouncing between just continuing this line and Gordon Cole and the rest of them on the plane. If you're down, I think it'd be better to just kind of split them and go through all of the plane bits and then go through the rest of the farm bit. If you're down with that.
Yeah, I that's one thing that's different in this episode compared to like it seeing the back and forth between them was very odd for me because like Twin Peaks is so like it's this scene and then it plays
and it takes its time with it.
And it takes its time. Yeah, so that seeing them go back and forth here at the beginning because it doesn't do that for the rest of the episode. So my part is like why like there has to be some sort of purposeful reason why they did it this way, but I don't know what that is off the top of my head, but I did notice that. I was like, oh, this is like very strange and not really what I was expecting at the beginning. So yeah, I just wanted to make note that like I noticed that and it was weird. So
so I have a theory on this that isn't spoiler, it's metatextual. But this is just my reading, and it's not like a thing. And I don't think I've read anyone else have this opinion necessarily, but if someone else does, hopefully they have.
Lay it on
have
me,
better
Mac.
fleshed
Lay
out.
it on me.
But I think that this part, so separate from, I think it's in conjunction with the episode that comes previous that you haven't seen, but it, because of that last episode and going into this one, it is kind of trying to emulate modern television in the same way that original Twin Peaks was doing soaps. Right, like the original run of soaps, and like kind of commenting on it, but not it wasn't, it was like a send up of soaps. Like it wasn't fully soapy, but it wasn't like making fun of it or like taking the piss of it. It was like, no, we're doing soaps, right? But then through the process of the way that they did that, they fundamentally changed television forever, which is how we got Sopranos. That's how we got and now Twin Peaks accidentally created prestige television, and now it's doing prestige television, and that's kind of what I think is going on here. Is like that idea of like, oh, we're commenting on the True Detective influence that we're taking. That was, you know, we influenced True Detective, and now they're influencing us, and it's like kind of commenting on that part of the take's not unique. But I think this editing, like a lot of people have said, like, oh yeah, Twin Peaks season 3 is commenting on modern television as well. But like, I think this editing in particular is also doing that, specifically tied to the episode that came before that you haven't seen. But I think that'll make sense to people who've seen it.
Okay. Fair enough.
Yeah. But like as far as the editing feeling different here and like them stitching these two scenes together, that feels very modern TV kind of to me.
Yeah.
So that's why I think
fair.
They did.
Okay. I see.
Yeah. So we get Cole on the plane. Tammy Preston's going to give him the phone while Diane and Albert are sleeping. We take to mean that this is them leaving the prison in South Dakota, and as they're flying over, he gets news about something Blue Rose that finally popped up on their thing, which if we remember back multiple episodes, they're like, we're gonna have to contact the FBI about this, or Knox said that or something.
Yes.
Yeah, so this is that finally.
This is that phone
together.
call. Okay.
Yeah. And I absolutely love, because like we don't know the context of what he's like. Watch your like obviously it's like some kind of I can't hear you joke of him being like, I don't appreciate your language, but it's like, oh, Buckhorn. Okay.
Yeah.
It takes so long to get to him saying that I think it works as like, even though it's an obvious joke, because there's such a gap between him being like, oh, okay, Buckhorn, I think it works. There's a whole lot of Gordon Cole, keep it down, and him absolutely not keeping it down.
Yep.
Yeah, in this episode. So he gets the call, and then he's like, hey, Diane, are you okay if we go?
Oh, poor Diane. She's so sick of his shit. Oh my gosh.
Yeah, are you okay if we go to Buckhorn, South Dakota? And she's like, no, I want to go home.
I want to go home.
And the way he convinces her is being like, well, this is tied to a Blue Rose case that Cooper worked on. But like the thing that always shows my attention here is like when he has his hand on her shoulder, like he's not like massaging her shoulder, but he is like working at like closing his hand and opening it a bit, but it's like not touching her shoulder. Like his fingertips are off of the shoulder and he's just kind of like moving it a lot.
Yeah.
It's a very old man thing to do.
It is, yes.
Yeah. I don't think it was intentional. I feel like that was just him.
Yep.
Yeah, so basically she gets bribed with liquor so they can go.
Yep.
Albert's kind of just watching.
Mm-hmm.
And is there anything else in this scene that you really want to highlight? It's mostly getting us to South Dakota, yeah?
Yeah, nothing else. This definitely, like, I don't remember if this... No, it's... hold on. We mentioned it in a previous episode. I think it was the last episode that we watched. How Diane is so outcasted compared to everyone else. And, like, throughout this episode, it's reflected again and again and again how she is the outlier, how she's the outcast, how she's not in the in-crew. And this kind of, like, it starts it, like, not as strongly here, but definitely by a different scene, which we'll get into. It's very much like, oh, she is different. Like, she is the one that is not in this in-crew. So, you see a little bit of it here. So I thought that was interesting.
What I found interesting about this episode, watching it the way we're watching it, and us highlighting that the last episode we talked about was the fact that, like, Tammy is also, like, kept at arm's length still. Like
yes,
yeah. Like I always kind of just thought, like, I remember when watching this through. Normally, when we get to the, like, episode 12, you're inducted into our
right,
thing. I always remember it being like, really, we're doing this here? Like, isn't she already kind of in the team? But this is only a couple episodes removed from that, and it's so clearly she's not.
Yeah,
I've kind of reversed a little thing I've had in my heart about that scene of, like, oh no, there is clearly a difference here. Totally. That I find interesting. Meanwhile, we've been cutting away from this to see Tim Roth.
Yeah.
Hey! Yeah, we saw you the last episode we watched, but he got a lot more being weird in this one.
Yeah.
To be fair, he put a lot of being weird into the last one too.
Yep.
Yeah. Oh boy. Yeah, I find it funny that these two ended up paired together because, as you can imagine, it is like, oh, we see them here, and then we don't see them for a while until they go assassinate the guy.
Right.
But for you, it's like, oh, these are back to back. Like, so it's easy to remember. But, like,
this is what just happened, and now they're about to go kill the guy.
Right. Now, I love every bit of this. Whatever this is so interesting. Because, like, he's talking up and he's like, Tim Roth, like, kind of just takes it in stride that he's bloody, but is worried, but, like, not really. Like it's weird. His entire vibe's weird. It's like, hey, boss man, you okay? Like, it's kind of the vibe.
It's a fun dynamic because he's very clearly, like, intimidated by Bad Coop, but also at the same time he tries to be chummy. Like, he kind of is, but, like, clearly
I don't read it
Coop...
intimidated at all. I think he's in love with Coop.
Oh, that's an interesting.
Or, like at least if not like in love, then, like, very, like, platonic affection of, like, oh, this guy is my guy. Like,
okay.
Yeah, he's just like, he just believes in him so fully that it's like, well, if you're walking here,
I do get
you're
that.
Good.
I do get the vibe of, like, he believes in Bad Coop a lot. So
yeah, I
did get that. There's a respect there, I guess, but it's very like I don't know. He's weird. His character's very strange.
So
the
weird.
The thing that threw me off was, like, when he was like, Chantel, give him a wet one at the end of the scene.
Yeah.
And then he doesn't even he doesn't even look at them kissing. Like, if I told my partner to kiss the boss, like, I would want to look, but he just, like, awkwardly looks away and is, like, very satisfied that he made that happen, but he's not looking at the kiss happening. I don't know. It's just strange. It was very weird.
Right, because it's not like
on?
It doesn't look like it's a cuck situation where he's like, oh,
yeah.
I'm getting something from this.
Exactly.
It's more like, oh, I'm happy I facilitated this, but I don't get anything from this. Like it's I've done a good job. Which is why I think it's like a platonic, like, he is like the ultimate henchman of just being like, I'm doing a good job. because I think if he was intimidated, like he would say something like that and it would give us vibes of like, oh, we're doing this to like placate him or something. I don't get that from this at all. I think he's like, I'm happy to make him happy, and also it helps my wife, but I'm also not getting anything from this. I'm fine with it, but
strange. It's such a strange dynamic.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. Thought it was funny though. It was a very 100%. Fun scene.
Well, they're like, where are the farmers? And he's like, oh, there's sleeping out back. And then like literally next time we see them, like they're just like dead by the farm.
They're dead.
And they're walking by, and they're just kind of fine, you know. Yeah. Oh my God, this entire thing is. There's a lot of this show that I'm like, I just want this to be the show. Not this show necessarily, but like I wish there was a show that was just this.
Okay,
right?
Fair enough.
Their dynamic is one. Like I would love to see this criminal trio doing stuff. You know, a bit dark, but it could have like a dark comedy vibe to it, especially with Tim Roth and oh my God, what's her actress name? Chantel's actress, whatever. But like they are very funny, and then having like a straight man in Mr. C who is also just fucking weird though. It's like a cool dynamic.
I get you.
Yeah. So this is part one of spin-off shows I'd like, because
fair enough.
There's another one in here. In this very episode. So as they go, he asks for phones, and he gets cleaned up. And as he gets a phone, he sends a text saying it's lively around the dinner table. At which point he tosses a phone, tells oh my God, what's his character's name? I just couldn't think of Tim Roth right now. Hutch. He tells Hutch to kill that phone. Which is very funny.
Who is the guy that Mr. C calls? Because he was in episode 3 or 2, but I can't. He's the insurance.
We haven't seen episode 3 yet. I think he was in episode 4 or 5.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Because we don't get Dougie until 4 or 5, I believe.
Yes, that's right. You're right.
I know he's played by Patrick Fishburne, I think. But yeah, he gets a call from Mr. C where Mr. C is like, "Did you get it done?" And he's like, "No." And it's like, "Well, get it done." And
by the next time I call,
yeah, we're to take this as, "Did you kill Dougie yet?" And he's like, "No."
Yep.
Yeah, it's not going well for him, and he knows it. He knows it. Yeah.
Yeah.
And I think they reference a double header in Vegas after the Warden.
Yes.
I think it's pretty clear who that's going to be. The secondary one after Dougie. But yeah, so basically Mr. C is like, "Hey Hutch, Chantel, you guys go kill this Warden." And you know, they're like, "Hey, do we have to torture him?" And he's like, "You guys have fun with it. Do what you want to do." So like the fact that they didn't before was their choice, even though they kind of wanted to. They were like, "It's a long drive to Vegas from South Dakota. We don't have time to torture this Warden." But I vaguely recalled that like he was like, "No, because we're in a rush." But it turns out that's not what happens. He's like, "Yeah, whatever you guys want. I don't need anything from him now."
Yeah.
And then they shoot the phone. He takes off after getting the kiss. And there's also this weird moment where she like takes the Cheetos, which we know she's into because we've heard her reference it in that last episode too, of her being like added Cheetos and it made her grumpy.
Yeah.
And so she gives the Cheetos to him and he takes it. Like, again, this is why I think it's such an interesting dynamic, is like Mr. C that we've seen so far is like not this, you know? He's like, "Oh yeah, I'm gonna take these Cheetos and be like, yeah," you know?
Yeah, he was more straight shooter, I feel, in previous things I've seen. So this is like, he's got a weird side. The weird side of Coop is still in there.
Yeah, exactly.
All of these Coops have weird sides to him, and this is his weird side. So, yep.
Yeah. Is there anything you'd like to highlight about this scene that I haven't or am skipping over?
I think we're ready for the next scene here.
Alrighty. Yeah, so after they do that, we get Dougie and Janie E at the police department. And he's just kind of sitting there, and as we cut over, we see Detectives Fusco interviewing Bushnell Mullins, and this is the other TV show I want. I want the Detectives Fusco TV show. They are so funny, and if you put them into like actual crime stuff, like I think that's fun. I want that show. But like just the concept that like these three brothers are all detectives together is so funny. And their dynamic is so funny because like you could feel like they nail it of like the brothers working together vibe. Yes. Oh boy. But yeah, they're interviewing Bushnell Mullins, which is where we find out that Dougie's been working there for like 12 years.
Yeah.
And that right before he started working there, he had a car accident, supposedly. That is why everyone kind of just accepts when he gets this way.
Yeah.
Like it's like he's had lingering side effects. He's not always like this, which like you have to wonder, does he sometimes go into states like this, or did he have other different side effects? And they're now that he's acting this way, they're probably like, oh, it's probably still the car accident, right?
Yes, yeah.
Yeah.
That's what I'm curious about. Like, what is there like an alter, like, where he's actually productive at work, and that's why he gets so much of a pass? You know, like I'm curious of like the dynamic here. It's very funny because Bushnell clearly likes Dougie.
Yes. He's come around on Dougie 100%. He's so in his corner.
Yeah, exactly. Like when you first meet him, he's kind of hard on Dougie, but like, you know, understandable because Dougie is not doing anything. Like he's like messing up hardcore. But like this really shows like Bushnell, like especially when Bushnell comes out from talking with the cops and talks with Dougie, and he's like, we're gonna get to the bottom of this, Dougie, don't you worry. I'm like, wow, like Bushnell actually does really care about him. So I've come around on Bushnell quite a bit, especially with this episode. So
I mean, I feel like you are speaking the tale of everyone who watches season 3 of Twin Peaks, even though you're watching it in this odd form of like everybody, like you get all these new things in Vegas, and like this is the journey I've seen so many times of people being like, and I've seen it online as well, of people being like, I don't know about all this Dougie stuff. What's the right? And to be fair, you haven't necessarily been like that. You've been more like me, where you're like, no, this Dougie shit's funny as hell. Like, let's go. but like the all the other surrounding characters, like, you know, Janie E comes off as like a kind of like a yelly, like they even reference her as like
shrill
barking.
Wife, very yeah.
But like very quickly, that kind of turns around, and the Bushnell Mullins, you're like, oh, this is the boss who's like the hard ass and whatever. But no, he's also like, and so by the end of the Vegas stuff, you're like, oh, I actually like all of these people, and it's weird because like Twin Peaks, the town itself, doesn't feel like Twin Peaks, the show.
Right.
Twin Peaks, the show, feels like Vegas, or is Vegas. Like for the people who wanted the original Twin Peaks, the Vegas stuff is where that kind of magic is, you know?
Yeah.
But because they've transplanted it somewhere else, it takes people a moment. In the same way that original Twin Peaks, you're kind of watching it, you're like, what's going on with this town?
Yeah.
And then by the end of the first season, you're like, that town's fucking weird, but I'm on board. Like, you know? You be like, yeah, no, Bushnell Mullins is doing this. It's like, yeah, I mean, this is the journey people also went on of being like,
yeah,
you know what? I do dig this Vegas stuff.
I dig it. I'm a fan.
Yeah.
You got a fan in me.
Oh, man. I love these detectives as well so much, because like as Bushnell leaves and stuff, and they're like talking about the like Dougie and stuff, they suddenly get sidetracked of like the one who's clearly the oldest brother is like, did you, and he's like the most famous out of the three of them, I think.
Yeah.
He's like a character actor. I don't remember his actor's name, but everybody would recognize him. I think if you watch television, you know who I'm talking about, right?
Yes, the one on the left.
Yeah, the one that's recognizable, but I don't know the name.
Yeah.
Big character actor. But he's like as they're talking about this case, like they literally get off of being like, okay, there's an explosion, and then you know, he almost got murdered. Did you fix your taillight?
Did you fix your taillight? And he's like, no. Because it's $239. Or
he did fix it. Yeah.
Yeah. It was expensive for a freaking tail light.
Yeah, and then like the clearly youngest brother who's just in the middle, like, and they keep doing this shot, which I love, is like panning through them.
Yeah.
And like the youngest, tallest brother is like taller, so it kind of goes up and then over, and you just watch him turn and look at the other brothers. Like, it's so funny. And then he's like,
my gosh.
Yeah, that's a pretty expensive wrench or something like that.
Yeah.
And they all just bust up laughing. Oh man.
Gosh.
And the laughing takes so long, and then it settles down, and then they're back on the case. Like, I want that show. They're so good. They're so funny. Actual pieces of information to get here. So they get the report on Dougie that he has had no information since.
Yes, 1997.
Yeah. Which is like 7-8 years after Twin Peaks takes place. So that's a weird time for that too.
That is a weird time.
Yeah, because it's not like, oh, since, you know, when the original Twin Peaks happened. It's like 7 or 8 years after that. But also, it's not like super recent either.
Right.
Yeah. But yeah, he has no information, and so that leads these cops to think, oh, you think maybe witness protection?
Yes.
Yeah. Where the oldest brother gets a clever idea to bring out a coffee for Dougie and take the old mug away and run for fingerprints on it.
Yes.
And as they go to do this, they get information about Ike the Spike on the palm
Ike the Spike
is here. They can get him. And this is where they go to get Ike the Spike. In the meantime, Dougie and Janie are sitting, and he's just watching the flag for a while, and then a lady walks by with red shoes, and he's fascinated by that, and then focuses in on an electric socket.
Yes.
Thoughts before we get to Ike the Spike?
Interesting. Very Twin Peaks. Don't know what information we're trying to convey here, but yeah, thought it was interesting. The socket has everyone knows this, but like electric sockets kind of like have a face, like they have like a little face on them.
Yeah.
So I'm like, ooh, maybe he like sees something in the socket. So yeah, that's my theory.
We had a little bit of a music drone key in when he saw the socket, or like went back to focusing on the socket. There's that the tone that Twin Peaks love to do of like that just low rumble or that low synth. It's like, oh, we want to make you guys aware that this is not
important.
Yeah, this is important, but also put you on edge about it.
Yes.
Yeah, it's the David Lynch special. Let's make this unnerving, even though it's just nothing.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that happens there. Ike the Spike's trying to call off of work for take injury leave, which his entire palm got taken off.
Yep.
Yeah. If you
understandable.
If you remember the flesh Dorito on the
on
the gun there. Yeah. So as he's trying to leave, we get Detective Fusco coming in. There's a thing I want to highlight here because it's so funny. Like, I love it. Again, just nailing the brother dynamic. As they're leaving to go, they stop by the actual car of the middle brother.
They look at the taillight.
And they look at the taillight, and he's like showing it off, being like, yeah, see, you did it. They do a good job. And you could see him point out, like, oh, you have a scratch. They scratched right there. And he's like, he gets pissed and is like, come on. And that's such older brother energy of like, hey, isn't this the thing? I know, because I was an older brother that did this and I regret it, but like it's just part of what you do when you're an older brother.
It's part of the job.
It's part of the job is like, you know, your younger brothers are like, yeah, you know, I got this job done, I got this, and you're like, hey, they scratched it, like, missed a spot, or they scratched, or like, you know, whatever.
Yeah.
You know. And oh man. And so they pull him away and walk him away, and they eventually pull up here, and they get Ike the Spike. He packs up. He's walking out, and regular police go, and you can hear him radio, hey, he's walking your way.
Yep.
and Detectives Fusco nab him here.
Yep.
Yeah. Weirdly, like, for as bumbling as they seem to be, they seem actually more competent than they seem more competent than any of the police in Twin Peaks, except for maybe Hawk.
Yeah.
Yeah, like you know, I think if they were in actual Twin Peaks, they might have solved the murder.
Yeah, I agree.
It would be farcical on the way there, but they would get there.
Yep.
Oh my god. Okay, so we actually talked about this scene a little bit after it happened.
Yeah.
Because we love this scene.
Yeah.
I don't think everyone else does. It's Lucy and Andy buying a chair.
Yes.
and I what I said in the reaction, or not the reaction, but while we were watching it, is that I feel like that is a litmus test for if you like Twin Peaks, is if you sit and watch that scene and you're like, yeah, I could get down with this. I think you like Twin Peaks. Like, that's this is your thing.
Yeah.
Also, it's kind of just hard to talk about though, because nothing happens.
Nothing happens.
It's a good transition break into being over here.
Yes.
Yeah. So they are talking about buying a chair where Lucy likes the beige one and Andy likes the red one. And they just spend this entire scene walking from one desk to another desk being like, I like this one. Well, I like this one. And then after that happens twice, Annie walks back over and is like, you can get the beige one. And then she's like, she smiles and is like happy, and then buys the red one because that's what Annie liked. And you're like, oh, you're both. Like, this is very sweet. And also, I no wonder so much crime happens here.
Yeah.
So they want to highlight, I don't know if you saw it, and I didn't want to point it out because I don't want you looking too closely at it. Is the family photo.
No, I didn't see the family photo. Oh,
there's
I didn't see it. There's a
family photo behind Lucy.
Okay.
And it's the most cursed family photo because it's just like a family, but they've badly superimposed their faces on.
Oh, okay.
like wrong angles on the head, everything. It's so funny. Like, it's so bad. It's my favorite. I don't want you looking too closely at it though, because there's a spoiler in there.
Oh, okay.
So I didn't want to point it out until you can't see it.
Okay, fair enough.
Because it's so funny. So, you know, if you happen to see it again, just vaguely look in that direction, you'll see what I'm talking about.
Okay.
Oh good. Boy. So suddenly we are hearing running all throughout a house.
Yep.
Yeah. Unless there's anything else you wanted to highlight about.
No, nothing else
Lucy
there.
thing.
Let's go.
Okay. we hear running throughout the house and somebody calling for Johnny, who we take to be Sylvia, the Audrey's mom. Yeah. And so then we see Johnny running around and then runs out of a room. We hear a crash. He's banged his head into a wall. There's a hole in the wall with blood, and he's not doing well. And Sylvia's like, "Oh no, Johnny!" That's a scene. What's up with that?
Yeah, it's interesting that Johnny is here, in this house.
Right.
It's interesting that Sylvia is here because, like, she hasn't. I don't think she's ever shown up in Twin Peaks until now. Like,
she was in. Oh,
at least in my watch order, I don't think I've seen Sylvia yet.
She was at the funeral.
Oh, okay, yeah.
She's at the funeral. I think she's had another one talking about Johnny in maybe episode 2, but I think in what you've watched, she still hasn't shown up outside of that.
That's crazy.
Because I was about to be like, oh no, she's in this episode you definitely haven't seen yet. So let me just shove that aside. So let me reassure you, she has been in the show.
Okay.
But your instincts are correct. Not very much.
Not very much. Okay, yeah, because I was like, oh, who is this? Oh, okay. So, interesting. Johnny, one thing that I thought was interesting shot was that when Johnny hit his head and there's a hole in the wall and it pans down to Johnny, the picture of the Twin Peaks Falls is next to him on the side, which is interesting symbolism. So yeah, I thought that was interesting. It's very, again, a playing on the unsubtlety and very like, ooh, like what's happening kind of vibe.
Yeah.
Why
was this scene here? Do you think?
That's
I have an idea that I can't share with you because of spoilers, but I do want to hear what you think.
Oh man, I'm wondering if Johnny is, because he's kind of been not like a nothing burger character, but like he shows up in very interesting places. Like he shows up when like in season 2 where he's like with his dad with Ben Horn when Ben's kind of going through it too. Like it's just interesting the places that he shows up. It seems like nothing burgers, but clearly there is symbolism in the places that he shows up, and it's like I haven't quite hit or pinpoint why yet, but like it's interesting, like, because you know in other TV shows he's just a bloat character, like they would just cut him out, you know. And so, why have they kept him around for so long? Like, if I was a showrunner, right, and I was like, you know, tasked with making Twin Peaks season 3, and I would look at it if I didn't know any better, right? I'd be like, well, here are the characters we want to bring over from the past seasons. So, like, there's the mainstays. That's like Audrey, Bobby, Hawk, you know, Lana. Like Andy, like all the main characters. Like he would be the first one that I cut. Is like he doesn't show up anywhere, so why bring him back? And so there's no point in having him here. He literally didn't do anything. So it's interesting that he's been kept around, stuck around, and is here. And I still don't know what the reason is. And like I've racked my brain in trying to figure out, like, what does he represent? Because, like, Twin Peaks, we've talked about this in multiple episodes, is that there is so much metatextual commentary in Twin Peaks. And, like, we've talked about, like, mental health and, like, how sometimes people with mental health problems slip through the cracks in the system. And so... like, but like, I don't know, what is Johnny here? Like, what, like, he has a family that takes care of him, right? Like, I don't know. It's so interesting what he means. What does he mean? Why is he here? And it's still not answered for me. So, yeah, I don't know.
with future knowledge, I have a pretty clear idea what the scene is and doing here, because I think it's doing double duty in a thematic way and in a setup way.
Okay.
So, but this is a setup to a payoff you don't get. I don't think that's a spoiler to say.
Yeah.
Though it might be for Twin Peaks, because Twin Peaks does just do this and then never touches stuff again.
Yeah.
So there's a very real version of this where this scene is just here.
Yeah.
So, maybe it's a little bit of a spoiler to say it's a setup. But I think if you're talking normal TV shows, you're like, okay, this is clearly a setup and we just haven't gotten the payoff.
Yes. Yeah.
But so I think it's doing that narratively, but I also think there's a thematic thing here.
Gotcha. Okay.
But I'm going to pivot away from that to say something else just to hear your thoughts on it. Because while you're talking, I was like, oh, here's a thing. Again, sometimes I gaslight you.
Yes.
Okay. So I just want to throw that out there for people who are listening or watching.
Pay attention.
Not even pay attention. More like, okay, it's a struggle because like I've learned that I can't not talk about things. So instead, I'll also just talk about things that just aren't true or don't happen in order to obfuscate what's real and what's not. But when I do that, and especially for stuff like this, sometimes you get feedback of like, well, that's inaccurate. That's not true. And I'm like, yeah, I know this. I'm doing something here. I'm saying this for the watchers because you know this already about me. You know that that's how I obfuscate spoilers is like, oh, you can't trust anything that comes out of my mouth.
Yeah.
Okay. So maybe this is real though.
Okay.
So last episode we got Audrey.
Yes.
There's only 2 episodes we haven't seen in between now and Audrey.
Right.
Is this an on-ramp, do you think, for bringing her back? Because this is her brother and her mom. Right.
It could be. Because like, I feel, and like this is my personal feelings towards Twin Peaks. I could be wrong, but I feel like Aubrey is a very strong fan favorite. Obviously, I don't know if that's true or not. And so there's a thing that like, where you like, oh, teaser, like Audrey's brother is here and he's a Nothing Burger character. Why would they bring back Audrey's brother, but not Audrey? You know what I mean? And so like, I feel like it could be used as like a kind of like, ooh, here, look at this flag. We're dangling the carrot in front of you. Audrey's coming soon. So I do see that aspect of it as well, because like, even in the messed up way that we've been watching it, I'm like, where's Audrey? Like, where my girl at? Like, I'm on episode, like, I think the latest episode that I saw was episode 12. I think that's the furthest in the timeline that I've gone in season 3. Which is
the first time we had seen her at
Which
all.
is the first time I've seen Audrey. I'm like, that's really late to see Audrey. Like, episode 12? That's crazy. So, I mean, it could be. I do see it.
Okay.
Yeah.
So now that scene is done, let's get to...
I'm so ready to talk about this.
I know. In all caps, I wrote Bobby reveal and hidden chair. Okay, there's a lot to unpack about this scene, but I know we're not doing reactions or whatever. I need to edit in you just fully screaming for like a minute. I'd be like, oh my God, it's Bobby.
Bobby? Oh my God! Oh my God! Oh my God! I was like, that's not Bobby! Oh my God! Oh my God! Oh my God! Oh my God! Oh my God!
Yeah, well, why don't you walk us through this scene, how you were feeling, how you like your experience of this?
Yeah.
Because like I've already tipped the hand for the rest of us, and I think the show kind of tips its hand here. We're aware that Bobby, the show doesn't have to tip its hand if you watch it in normal order. But we're aware that Bobby's in the show and is a cop by this point.
Oh my God.
You weren't. What was this for you? Because it opens on Mrs. Briggs.
Yes.
It doesn't open on like Bobby or whatever.
Yeah. So when the scene opens up and it's on Mrs. Briggs, I'm like, I kind of recognized her. I was like, I did not have a name to a face. I recognized the face, but I was like, okay, who is this? A returning character. And then it turns to Bobby, but I didn't realize it was Bobby. And I was like, oh, there's a new cop. Like, who is this cop? And then it was the smile, which is why I started freaking out, because that smile is so iconic. Like Bobby's actor, he has such like a boyish like face, like a very like teen heartthrob type of face to him. Yeah. And when he smiled at his mom and pointed back to behind him, that like, oh, like Hawk and oh gosh, what's his name? Truman. Yeah, when Hawk and Truman are there, and like he smiled, I was like, oh my God, that's and like everything came at once of like, oh, that's Bobby. Oh, he's in a cop outfit. Oh, wait a second, he's wearing the same outfit as Hawk. And that's when I was freaking out. I was like, what is happening? Like, oh my God, I was like, what is going on? Bobby is like a cop. I literally could not process what was happening. And so if you go back into the reaction, Mac, I'm dead silent because my mouth is just open the entire scene.
I can guarantee you were dead silent for about a minute there while you were screaming about it, and then it went dead silent. Like you were screaming and then there was nothing for the rest of the scene. And as the scene ended, you were like,
because I was processing
my mouth was
it. I was
gaping the entire time.
Oh my God, I could not. I was processing it so slowly of like what was going on. And then the scene just kept on getting better of like, the mom is like, follow me, and then she walks 3 feet to the chair. And then she's like, your dad, blah 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 blah. And then Bobby has like that smile of like, wow, my dad like really thought about me here. And like there's like that, oh, so good. And then and then the mom's like, yeah, your dad, blah 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 blah. And Bobby's got like this like very like just like nostalgic smile, like thinking about his dad. Like, oh man, what's happening here? And then coffee happened. And then that was the end of the scene. I was like, wow. I couldn't even process what was going on.
All right, I'll take over on the information side.
Okay.
Because as they walk in, she's like, oh, I knew this day would come because he had talked about it, of needing to talk to you, Bobby, and to Truman, though I didn't know it'd be this Truman, like implying that it was going to be Harry. And then she offers him coffee and they're like, no. And which is weird. And then she it shows how serious the moment is, and so she walks 3 feet over to the chair, and she's just like behind it, and she's like, "This was your dad's favorite chair." And they do the Twin Peaks thing of like, someone says something that's kind of like batshit in what you're like talking about and don't react like it's batshit. They're like, okay, yes, this was his favorite chair. like the Twin Peaks special of like, oh, let's treat this weird shit like it's normal, you know?
Yeah.
And then she opens a secret compartment in the chair.
Yes.
Fucking wild.
So cool. So cool.
And takes out this metal rod and gives it to them. Also, like you said, talks about how like Major Briggs knew that Bobby would turn out okay, and that was going to be here, and saw all this, and that gets him to start to tear up a little bit, and they're like, yeah, how about that coffee now? And now they can kind of like decompress it a little bit. and yeah, so that's a question for you about all of this. This is clearly the Bobby reveal for you. How do you think it unfolded for the rest of us? And where?
Oh, man. Okay, the thing that, like, this scene is kind of, like, standalone. Like, for me, I'm, like, my mind goes, like, how did they know to talk to, like... Oh, Mac, I have so many questions. There's a lot of questions that comes from this scene alone.
Yes.
And it's compiled with the scenes that come afterwards near the end of the episode. And I'll touch upon that here because like that my brain is kind of like going back and forth between them. So I'll touch upon it. Like when in a later scene when they're talking about like that's Briggs's body on the in the morgue. And then Albert and Gordon talk about, Briggs he should have been 72. That's a 40-year-old man on the table. And so I'm like, okay, so Briggs went missing probably a couple years after Coop went missing. And so now my brain goes, how does the Twin Peaks police crew know to talk about Briggs with his mom? Like what brought up about, because like if Briggs has been missing for like for the whatever how many 30-ish years between the ages of 40 whatever to 72 that he's supposed to be, is what in Twin Peaks makes them think that Briggs's wife has the answers to when he's missing, when he should have been missing years ago when he was around 43. So like there's a lot of like missing pieces of information that I don't have, because like why like I think the Bobby reveal happens whenever that information comes up of like, oh, we need to talk to Briggs. Well, we have an in to talk to Briggs, like his son is like in the next room or whatever, like at the police station or something, and then Bobby is revealed that way. And so, like, I don't know, Mag. Like, this is such a weird scene for me. Very strange. Because how does it connect to what's going on in the morgue versus what's going on in Twin Peaks? And then there's a whole timeline thing that I want to talk about you with, which we'll get into when we get to that scene. But, like, major questions. I have no idea what to think of what just happened in this episode. So, yeah.
So now we find ourselves at the morgue where Diane is absolutely man-spreading, sitting on this chair. And she lights up a cigarette and they tell her no smoking here, and she's like, it's a fucking morgue.
Which like true.
Yeah, and no one stops her either. Like they're like, okay, yeah. So she gets left behind here. We talked about her being a bit of an outsider here, but I do also want to highlight that like this time it's of her own making, because she's like allowed. She just doesn't want to see the dead body. Yes. While she's here, and this isn't the first time we've seen her fiddle with her phone while she was on the plane. I think while she's on the plane after we find out that Mr. C has... No, we actually don't know that yet, because that's how they end the scene, is Gordon Cole on the plane being like, Coop's flown the coop, or Cooper's flown the coop. So, but like she's looking at her phone and she didn't have service, and now she's still back on her phone, which shows that phone addiction can happen to anyone of any age. And she gets a text that says it's lively around the dinner table. Yep. Should I continue, or do you want to talk about this?
Not much to say. I feel like it's pretty obvious what they're saying.
Especially with episode 12 under your belt.
Yep.
Yeah, so from here we get them getting caught up on information that we kind of already have about the whole Ruth Davenport murder, William Hastings, and they get brought into the morgue section. And here Albert's flirting with the coroner a bit.
Yeah.
Yeah. He was not impressed by the coroners up until this point, but this one, and honestly, I get it. No, she's cute. But no, they have a little back and forth, and he's like, okay, I like that you're a bit witty and that we're both okay just like joking about dead bodies.
Yeah.
But yeah, this is when we get Gordon Cole pulling Albert aside, and then he's like, let's think out loud.
Yeah.
So
which, like, okay. Okay.
Yeah, and Albert does that, and then Gordon kind of yells some information, and he pulled them aside to talk privately, and is now yelling that information in a way that they absolutely can hear.
Yep.
I heard a theory in a different podcast. The detective and the log lady, I think it was.
Okay.
That when he does this, sometimes of like pulling aside and then yelling, is when he wants to give information to people that he can't necessarily directly give, or that he wants them to think he's not giving them direct information. And I kind of like that. I like folding that in as a thing, you know?
Yeah.
But it's also an easy way to get us caught up on the thought process of what's going on with them, is for him to go, let's think out loud.
Yes.
Yeah, and so this is less us finding information, I believe, because I think even you know all of the information that's presented here before this. Except for the actual confirmation about it being Briggs's body, which you already kind of knew, but particularly because they were talking about Briggs passing away and being missing before this, and all the emotional through line of Bobby doing this and then getting the hard hitting, like, and here's his dad's body. Like, emotionally, thematically, it feels like this is not a twist. It's him dead. Yeah.
Right.
But I don't think it's any new information to us, just passing along to the FBI that it's plot taking action rather than giving us new information.
Right.
Is that fair? Or did you get anything new out of this? Okay.
No, I think this is fair.
Yeah. They do get the ring that says to Dougie from Janie E, which I remember the first time we got that, I don't think you knew who they were yet.
No, I did not.
But that was in his stomach. Yeah. So interesting to rebring that back up, hand it off to the police. And what kind of makes us think about episode 12, you know, the previous episode, you know, if you're watching this, where she mentions in a text they haven't asked about Vegas yet, and they've been monitoring her, Diane. They've been monitoring her phone, and she mentions that to whoever she's texting. So yeah, we kind of see that kind of start to take shape here, I feel like.
Yes.
Alrighty. Nothing else about that?
No, nothing else about that.
Cool.
Oh, Janie E. Oh, Janie E.
Well, we're going to talk about a different J name here for a second.
Jerry.
Who I feel deserves that a lot more.
Yeah.
God, this scene's so funny. Oh my God, it's so good. Jerry is tripping in the woods. Like, and just to be clear, not falling over things until the very end. No, he stood stock still, looks down at his phone or at his foot. You and I are like talking about something else in that scene. I think the confirmation about him being dead or something. Like we were discussing, and I had to be like, no, wait, stop, because the foot starts talking to Jerry. You're like, I am not your foot. And she was like, ah. And then we keep getting this like great POV shot of like his foot, and then he'll like reach out and touch it, and then like back away from it. It's, oh my god, and it just keeps happening. It's going on so long, because after that first talk, like the foot doesn't keep talking. It's just him flipping out about his foot, and you were like, what did you say? Like, get it or something like that.
Get it, Jerry, get it. Tell him, Jerry.
That's what it was tell him. And eventually he like grabs his foot and flips himself onto the ground. It's oh my god, it's so funny.
It's a good scene.
It's a good scene.
The thing I was talking about at the beginning of the scene was because when I realized it was Jerry, and I was like, Jerry stays in the woods from episode 9 to episode 12. He's still in the woods.
He's been in the woods, if you remember, since episode like 2.
Oh yeah,
because he's like, I'm gonna go take this new sativa blend of weed, and I'm gonna go into the woods. And every single time we've seen him since, even when he was watching Mr. Amp or Dr. Amp, he was in the woods watching Dr. Amp.
Yes, you're right. That's right. Oh my god, that's so funny. Oh, I love Jerry.
Yeah. No, I mean he's always so funny. Like, we're brought into the sheriff's office. The Hawk, Truman, and Bobby are back. Lucy makes it very clear that she is. They ask, "Hey, Lucy, how's it going?" And she's like, "You can't talk to me. I'm on break."
I'm on break. Good for you, Lucy, setting those boundaries.
Yeah, I was talking. That's literally me at work. Is like, okay, yeah. I try to go to my car, but if it's like too hot or whatever, I may sit by my machine, or I may be doing something like that. Don't talk to me. I know I'm in my workstation. I'm on break. You don't get to do that right now. So I'm very much the same way. So they walk in, or actually, we see it from Chad's point of view first. Is like he's in the conference room that we've seen since the beginning of time of this show.
Mm-hmm.
And he's sitting there eating, and they walk in, and Sheriff Truman's like, "Hey, no eating
in the conference room."
And he's like, "You guys have donuts in here all the time," which is fair.
Very
he
fair
doesn't get to say that.
Up. Yes, exactly.
I absolutely love this part of the scene, because the only purpose of it is to bully Chad, who absolutely deserves it. Because like he says that, and no one says a thing. He's like, "Okay, I'll go." And he's like takes so long to pack up his thing. He's clearly upset by it, and like we see him like struggling with his food to not spill. And he has his hand full with his cup. He gets to the door, and it's shut.
He can't open the door.
And he can't open it. And he like looks around, and they're all like looking at him, not helping, until he's like, "You get the door." Finally lets him out. Oh my god. Chad should have been bullied more.
Oh my gosh. The scene makes you feel bad for him, but then, like, no. You remember all the shitty things that he's done, and you're like, no, never mind. I don't feel bad for you. So, get your own door. Ugh. So.
Yeah. What I do like about this is like a lot of times when you have like a shitty cop, or like he's clearly like on the take, right? We've seen that.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of times when you have that, like, it's supposed to be a surprise to the other cops to a degree.
Right.
But the type of person who does this is this kind of person who's like such a shitty person that like everyone knows a bit.
Right.
Like I like that none of them like him. They just can't like, you get the vibe they just can't prove it yet.
Yeah.
Which I enjoy. So they walk in, and for a second, Truman and Hawk are talking about the little metal rod that they got, and they're like, we don't know what this is. There's no notch. And then they comment, while Bobby is off screen, what are you grinning at, Bobby? And it like pans over, and he is just having like a good time. He's like, yeah, I know how to open that. My dad had one. And they're like, and he's like, are you playing with us, Bobby? And he's like, yeah, a little bit. Come on, we need to go outside. And you get the vibe that like he's in with them. It's not like, he can joke around with them.
Yeah,
in that
he's
way.
allowed to do that. He earned his keep, basically.
Yeah. So then he's like, yeah, we have to go back outside, which means, again, the entire point of this part of the scene, I just really want to highlight it because I love it, is to bully Chad.
Yeah.
They could have easily had Bobby mention it while they were outside walking in and do this.
Exactly.
Didn't do that. No notes. Love it. So they go back outside. Really trippy for me because like I remember being in that spot from the trip I went on. And like recognizing like some of the background stuff, like it was a little bit of a trip for me to be like, oh my god,
wow,
you know, like made me feel itchy in a weird way.
Yeah.
But yeah, so they go outside and he takes it and he throws it against the concrete.
Yeah, just flings it onto the concrete. Oh my god.
And then he runs and chases after it, and then he's listening for this hum that sounds mechanical. It's not like a ringing of metal. It's like or whatever, right?
Yeah.
And then he holds it to everyone's ear and then puts it back up. And the second it's done, he goes and throws it again, and it opens. I don't know what that is. I don't know how that works. That's cool. I like that.
Yeah.
You know, because like trying to damage it to open it and it not working, and then having another lock in there of like, no, you have to wait for this part to end in order to do it, rather than somebody being frustrated and you know, trying to bash it open. Like, I think that's cool. He gets it open. We get this little note, that says like, hey, you have to go a certain distance from, and I'm sure people who care about the numbers, because the numbers do matter in this show, they keep coming up. I don't remember the distance. I'm very sorry. But you have to travel a certain amount of distance from Jack Rabbit's palace. When you go, put dirt in there. You have to do it at 2:53 on these 2 days, which is October 1st. And 10/2. Yeah. And so that is that is in 2 days, they say.
Yes.
Okay, so I've asked you to remember that.
Yes.
We cut back to Buckhorn.
Yep.
Actually, there is more information to take away. Sorry about that last scene. I'm cutting ahead. Also behind that, we get a note that
Cooper.
We recognize this note. You've had the scene. This is when we started talking where I believe you've had the scene of Major Briggs visiting Cooper in the Great Northern with the note where he reveals that he listens to outer space.
Yes.
And he's like, bunch of random numbers, and then we got Cooper.
Yes.
Cooper. There were 3 at that time.
Yes.
Just wanting to point that out for no specific reason. And then on the back, that's where we get the note, the owls are not what they seem.
Yes.
this. So that's that same note. You can actually see the third Cooper cut off in that.
Yeah.
No, yeah. So just want to highlight that because it kind of puts into their minds. And of course, Hawk's the one who says it and thinks this to Coopers.
Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, I think that's relevant information.
Okay.
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 Okay. Is there anything about this scene that you want to talk about?
Just that Bobby has such a nice smile. Like, I can't forget that smile. The way that he throws the medal, it's such like a boyish, like, look, like I'm figuring out the mystery kind of deal. And it's just, I don't know. There
is something about
I'm so
because you're
excited.
right, he's boyish, but because of his gray hair, that's like so gray, and then like his face has aged, but he still has that boyishness, and that he's just aged so well. Like I'm just gonna sit here and thirst after him. Oh my god. Oh my god. Yeah, no, 100%. He's so charming in this.
Yes, charming. Yes.
Yeah,
definitely.
This fucking smoke break too. People have commented in a bunch of different podcasts of like, it almost feels like it is just David Lynch and Laura Dern like just hanging out like you'd expect them to on like a smoke break or whatever.
Yeah.
And Krista Bell being there and be like, you're not supposed to smoke. Like your health's not good. It feels like that's actually what it is. But character names, so apparently it's in character. But no, it's just Laura Dern smoking there. Gordon comes out, just kind of stares at her. Krista Bell just can't hold still. Tammy Preston.
Yep.
Yeah, Laura Dern's like kind of holding it and just smoking, and so's Gordon Cole, and then Tammy Preston just has to keep moving. Like, yeah. Which part of me is like, this is the problem with her acting, because this has been like a consistent problem when she's in scenes, like, is you can see her acting, if that makes sense, and that like she's always in motion. And like, in the way that like when you have newer actors like on a stage show or on something like that, they just like feel like they're always having to move and do something. Like they feel being static isn't acting. Right. At the same time, as somebody who likely has ADHD, I do get it. I'm like, yeah, let me fidget a lot. Like you two are on smoke break. Let me just keep moving, Like, yep. Yeah. So, it's an interesting scene because out of nowhere, Gordon Cole was like, I remember we used to smoke together.
We used to smoke together.
Yeah. And she's like, yeah, I do remember that. And she gives him like her cigarette, and he takes a drag of it as Tammy Preston's like, Gordon, I think. Yeah. Does she use his first name here, or am I? I think so. I think
like, she uses
it's so
his
funny.
Name, yeah.
And then he takes the water, gives it back, and she has to. Yeah, it's a good scene.
Yes.
Yeah.
No notes.
Here's the other big scene that I'm sure you want to talk about. Yeah. Yes. Yeah. We get Hastings and Tammy Preston.
I get my wish.
I'll let you take us through this scene, and then we'll give information that I think is relevant. I do want to say one thing about this.
Okay.
I really like that because we've already had a scene of like them kind of like objectifying Tammy a bit. Right, where they like, I think it was right after they had met. Oh, maybe you haven't seen that one.
Never mind.
Yeah, but it's been commented on that she's there as eye candy and not as an actual agent. And I like that, like, she gets to show her competency here. and like why she's here, because I think she does a thing here that like I don't think Gordon Cole could do. I don't think
Albert
definitely
could do,
can't.
for sure.
Yeah, Albert absolutely can't do what Tammy. But like you know, she's fulfilling the Cooper role of like
yes,
empathy for people and able to get them to talk and like
yes.
you know, be a person. You know.
Yes.
And so like it's cool to see her in this scene being like in her core competency, you know.
Yeah. Yes. Okay, so taking the scene is that we see William Hastings crying in the interrogation room, very upset guy. Tammy walks in, introduces herself. She says she's part of the FBI, and then honestly,
like,
valid. William goes FBI, which like super valid. Like if I heard that I was arrested for something and the FBI was involved, I'd be like, frick, I might as well just kill myself now, because what the hell is happening? I didn't do it, you know? So, you know, a valid reaction, super valid reaction. Tammy then starts asking him questions. Are you the one who ran this blog? Search for the zone.
Yes.
William says yes. She says, did you write this blog post talking about the major? We met the major. And William says yes. And then they talk about, there's a little bit of dialogue of how William and Ruth had access to certain files, and so as a result of this, they went into an alternate reality, and they met with the major. And the major gives him a set of coordinates that Ruth wrote down on her hand, but he couldn't remember. But Ruth wrote it on her hand so she wouldn't forget.
Right.
And then Tammy brings out the picture, the lineup. William circles and points out Major Briggs correctly, and she's like, can you sign it and initial it and date it? He does so, and then the date on there is 9/20, which we'll talk about in a second. And then he describes it's a little bit jagged just because of how William is, so I don't know all of the information. I didn't get to write it down, but he mentioned something about how the Briggs, Major Briggs, like floated upwards, and then he's mentioned that there's so many people. He wasn't the one who killed Ruth. You have to believe me. There were so many people involved, and then William says something about Cooper. And then he goes on to talk about the Bahamas and how him and Ruth wanted to go to the Bahamas and go scuba diving together, and how much he wants to go scuba diving and how he loved Ruth, blah, 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 blah. And then the scene ends with Albert asking, well, does anyone want fruitcake? And that's the end of that scene.
Yeah.
So, a lot of information there.
I'm gonna bring up the scene real quick just so I make sure I hear it correctly, because I think he does say it's the 29th, not the 20th. He just has a bad 9.
Oh, okay. It looked like a 0.
Oh yeah, 100%. This is not the time thing that I wanted to talk about necessarily.
Okay.
The dates I wanted to highlight were. Oh, it's really hard to tell. It's so hard to tell because he's muttering. So he's like, 9/20. And you're not sure if the is a 9 or if it's him crying.
Yeah. I thought it was a 0. Okay, that changes how I think. It looks like a 0. It looks like a 0.
Yeah.
So, okay.
Yeah,
I was very confused.
Get full confirmation on that. I'm pretty sure he also says it's the 29th, which is our first confirmation of the reason it. We'll get there. It's the reason I wanted to highlight the dates earlier. Weren't for this scene necessarily. But let me triple check.
Okay.
No, you are correct. I'm gonna edit all this out.
It's a 0?
Yeah, looking through. Oh, nope. I was right. It is the 29th as confirmed in actual things. That is just you're not the only one to think that. Is apparently what I'm seeing here.
It looks like a 0. Matthew Lillard, get your penmanship in order. Come on.
Yeah. Information I would like to share with you is that the zone that they are referring to is a actual paranatural concept called the Mauve Zone. That is like kind of a state in between like at the edges of being conscious.
Okay.
So that's like an actual paranatural thing that they are referencing here.
Referencing there? Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Okay.
So yeah, no. Important bits that you skipped over is that he and Ruth really wanted to go to the Bahamas, and that he wants to. They were gonna go scuba diving.
Yeah,
he wants to scuba dive. No, I absolutely love this performance. I think it gives. I'm pretty sure it's a little bit mixed because it's right on the line of maybe not over dramatic, but like, you know, just riding that line of like, maybe tipping over for a lot of people to take them out of a scene. For me, I think he nails it. I think this is like a man who's breaking down and it should not be here. And he's so
murder. Yeah, like I don't think he overacted it at all. Like I'd be just as hysterical. I'd be so freaking upset.
Yeah, no, and I agree with you, but we're both like we both like Matthew Lillard in general, so like we're biased. Yeah, but like some people are a little mixed on it. Some people feel it's a little overacted because of the scuba diving and the Bahamas part. But like I'm like, no, I think that's what it feels like when somebody you care about dies this way and you're blamed for their murder.
Especially a murder that you cannot explain. Like, he knows how much in a messed up situation he is. Like, let's say that aliens came down from Earth right now and killed, you know, my neighbor, and I was blamed for it. How the frick do you explain, aliens came from space and killed my neighbor? Like, no, you'd be suspect number 1. And so, like,
I mean, they made an entire TV show about that.
Yeah. And so, like, that's why I'm like, I don't think it's over. Like, I'd be absolutely hysterical. Like, the thing that, like, sells me on it is that he's like, please, you have to believe me. You have to, because this is what actually happened. And so, I don't know. I like you said, we're biased as hell and we like Matthew Lillard, but like putting myself in that position, I think I would just as hysterical as he was acting in that scene. So
no, 100%. Other important pieces of information is when he says the Cooper line, Major Briggs's head comes off of the body. We also don't know where Ruth Davenport's body is. If you remember, because it was her head in the. I think that covers that scene pretty comprehensively. You got all the information you needed. No, that part of the date thing is confusing as hell because like he mumbles it, so you're not sure what he says, and then his penmanship really does make that 9 look like a 0. I think if you go back, rewatch it, and see that it's the 29, you can hear it and see it. But if you don't know that, it definitely looks like a 20. So meanwhile, back at the Great Northern, it's been a while since we've seen this establishing shot, it feels like, because it feels like the initial establishing shot is like a classic one. It's probably not, but it feels like it, you know? And we're in, and We have oh my god, this is embarrassing. Ben Horn and Beverly, thank you. Bev, yeah, that's right. And so they're kind of just wandering around the room because they're hearing like a humming noise somewhere.
Yes.
And they're finding it hard to pinpoint.
Yes.
Yeah. What'd you make of this scene?
I really liked this scene. There's a lot of good character scenes in this episode. This is the last one, so I guess I'll bring it up. Is like, for example, Lucy and Andy, Johnny, and then Jerry, and then Diane smoking the cigarette with Gordon and Tammy outside.
Yeah.
Like those 4 scenes, like they're like, you know, objectively they're nothing. What? Sorry, what?
I would even argue parts of the Mr. C stuff with Hutch and Chantel. Like, a few of those too.
Yeah, like objectively, they don't add to anything to the plot. But like Johnny is like a little bit of an exception because it might be leading to somewhere. But like, you know, it does. The scene itself doesn't actually like lead anywhere.
Yeah.
And so this scene with Ben and Beverly, again, it's like almost a nothing scene, but there's so much to unpack with it, which is why I think I like this episode. Is like, even with the Johnny scene, like, yes, nothing really happened. It's 2 shots, basically. One of Johnny running, and then you see the wall panning down to him. But there is so much underneath the surface in all of those scenes that I mentioned. That really just, it speaks so loudly of the world building of the series as a whole. And like, even though Beverly's a new character and we don't know too much about her, like there's so much weight to just like the setting in and of itself of like where they are. Is like my first thought is like, you know, and we mentioned this like as a theory before, but like, is it what's her name? Frick. Girl who died in the
Joan
hotel.
Chen.
Yes.
What's her character name? Oh no.
What's her character's name? Oh my god, I forgot. Oh my gosh.
This is embarrassing for both of us.
This is really embarrassing. Oh my gosh, she's the only Asian woman basically in season 1 and 2, and I don't remember her name. How embarrassing.
Isn't she also? I mean, she's not in 3, so I guess there are no Asian women in 3.
God, what's her name? Shit, Joan Chen, which I know because her name sticks out in the credits at the beginning.
Yeah.
Oh my god. Josie! Oh my god, I finally got it. I got there, yeah.
Oh
yes.
my god.
We just had like the biggest collective like brain blow up just now.
Oh my god, yeah.
Oh
no.
my God.
I mean, like I said, I just started rewatching Twin Peaks and like she's relevant and in those episodes.
But yeah, like my first thought is like, is this Josie? You know, looking down, like observing the situation. Like that's where like it's just so heavy. The whole scene is so heavy, even though nothing really happens. And so I really like this episode because of it. And this was a good scene to bring that up. I love that's those scenes about it. So yeah. Then Ben and Beverly have a moment together where it looks like they're about to kiss, but like Ben's like, I can't. And I'm like, it really, like, wow, Ben like put in the work to be a better person. Like he really is. And then Beverly says like, you're a good man, Ben. And like, I don't know, I just like, I also appreciate Beverly of like, she recognizes, you know, like, yeah, we shouldn't do this, even though there's chemistry there. And it's just like very, I don't know. I like them together, not necessarily like together as in like they should date, but like I like the respect that those two have for each other. That's displayed in this scene. So yeah.
Like I would argue that by TV standards, they could probably have gotten away with kissing and dating and not have Ben be a bad person about it. But just based off of TV, like in real life, cheating on your dying husband not
yeah,
great.
not the greatest, but I understand the circumstances.
And we have empathy for both sides of that. So in real life, he would be the predatory person. He's the boss. He's doing this.
Yes.
But in TV standards,
yes,
which have a different morality scale a lot of the time.
Yeah.
I think you could do that and still have like it show like, oh, he's still, generally a good person, and like this wouldn't be a knock against him. The fact that they stuck to their guns on this is what makes it really compelling. Yeah.
It's the
really
same
shows
thing.
his growth. Yeah.
Yes, it I think it reflects of like going on the morality thing of like with Norma, for example.
Right.
Like, we can understand her circumstances of why she cheated on Hank, because Hank is a piece of shit. And so like there's definitely like I could see them work. I also agree that like I can see them work together, but the fact that they don't even cross that line is like, I don't know. I just, wow, like it speaks so much about Ben. It speaks so much about what the show is trying to say as well. Cause like they could get away with it. They really could.
Yeah.
But they don't. They choose not to. And so, yeah, I like the scene a lot. I like it. I'm a big fan. And it was like 2 minutes long.
Yeah.
That's it. Yeah.
So from here, we get a cut to the Roadhouse.
Yes.
Where Hudson Mohawk is playing.
Yay.
Yeah. Very interesting music choice as we cut over to, particularly because then we get Sky Ferreira as, the musician.
Yeah.
As, oh my God, what's wrong with her, woman? Her teeth are all fucked up.
Yep.
She has like a rash in her armpits.
Yep.
She's not doing well.
Yep.
And she has a conversation with another lady. And like they talk about working at like a burger place. And
yep.
You're like, I don't think you should be around food.
Yeah.
Oh, it's nasty.
Yes.
Yeah. What'd you make of this?
It's interesting, like, the Roadhouse in general is like for example, like the scenes that happen at the Roadhouse at the end of these episodes in season 3. I like it. I like that it like wraps up the episode. Like the second that the Roadhouse shows up, it's like, oh, the episode's over. Like it's like kind of like a wake up call of like, oh, like I'm about to end this episode. And all of the scenes that happen in them are very like one-off kind of scenes. Like I have not seen a repeat character happen in these ending scenes, and so it's interesting like what is happening with them. Like for example, like Shelly was in one of the first ones, right? Yeah. And then we haven't seen her since, really. There's been a couple times we've seen her with
we've seen her at the diner.
The diner, but not more than that. And then what's his name? Motorcycle James. James has shown up, but he hasn't shown up since. Yeah. And then there was like another scene that happens where the girls are complaining about, like, there's a group of girls that are like, oh, this guy's late, he's always late. And then the guy shows up and he's like, some guy tried to run me off the road. Like, haven't seen those characters.
Yeah, Trip.
Since them. Yeah, Trip.
Them.
And it's just like, it's interesting. Like, what is happening? Like, what's going, like, it's very like slice of life almost, like an anime where it's like one-off little stories of like what's going on. And so, that girl should not be around food. Just, I also want to agree with that. She should not be around food. So,
you get the vibe that the original Twin Peaks show is actually still running and is following these characters, and we only see their bits in here. Probably a little bit darker, probably a little bit, whatever, but probably closer to Riverdale, I'm assuming. But like, it's weird. Then we get Au Revoir Simone, who is probably my favorite band that I found through this show.
Yeah.
Because they've done a couple of the closings and they are absolutely on a lot of my playlists. Closing it out.
Yay!
And that's the episode.
Yay!
Oh boy. Yeah. So now that we've talked through it all, anything in particular you'd like to highlight? How you feeling?
Excuse me. I'm feeling really good about this episode. I quite enjoyed it. That was very good.
Okay.
One, that there's a lot of good like story plot driven scenes that don't feel like filler.
Yeah.
And then the in between scenes, it's so good. Like I mentioned it again earlier, and I said it again. Like they're so heavy still, even though technically nothing happens in them. So I overall is a very good episode.
Yeah, no. Do you think that it? To give my thoughts real quick, as far as what you're saying about like a lot of scenes that it felt like stuff was happening, right?
Yeah.
I think that kind of stands out at this point. Like we've had some stuff happen in some scenes, but for a lot of the stuff we've seen in season 3 so far, this felt more active than a lot of the other episodes. It kind of feels like the ball, like it's been being rolled like uphill or something, and now we're finally letting it roll down. You know, like it's kind of just building that motion and momentum.
Right.
Yeah. Fully agree. Do you think this is better than the previous episode we watched?
Yes, actually, I think it is a huge step, I think. Like, looking at the previous notes, like, stuff happened, but for example, the Jerry scene of him running out of the woods in the last episode that we watched, like, funny, and it is on par with the Jerry scene we got in this episode, but for some reason, the one in this episode does it better. I don't know how to describe it, because it's essentially the same scene. Like, and we both agreed, like me and you both loved that Jerry running out of the woods scene. Like we both freaking we love it. And like, I don't know, it's just it feels like it's a huge step up, and I can't pinpoint why. Like, I'm trying to rack my brain why I like this episode so much more, but I don't know, man. I don't know. It's weird. I don't know. I like this. I don't know. Maybe ask me when we finish the series. Maybe then I'll know.
Yeah. No. I mean, I have an idea, because even during that last episode we talked about, I had talked about it being semi-controversial that it was up so high in the first place, and that it did have a few issues in there. It's just that a lot of those issues you can kind of set off to the side, because it felt like this episode, but this episode didn't have those same issues. In fact, the emotional beats hit better. And when emotional beats hit better, of like the Bobby with his mom and then finding out about the body, when that stuff's hitting better, so do the comedic moments, right? You know, if you have something that's like dour the entire time, that's not going to hit as well. If you have something that's like comedic the entire time, that's not going to hit as well as having like, if you're balancing the two and both are working, then both are accentuate each other, right?
Yeah.
The Jerry scene isolated is probably the same, but like we're already like bought into like the emotionality of the rest of the episode, and the way it's acted, because like the Jerry tripping is like the part after we get the Bobby reveal, then we get them at the morgue, and while Albert flirting kind of breaks that tension a little bit, this is actual tension break point of the confirmation that Bobby is, you know, following along the footsteps of his dad, and then we cut to his dad being dead, and like that kind of hits a certain type of way.
Right.
So I think that's kind of why is like the broader editing of it, rather than anything individual in the scene that's making one or the other work better.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
As far as why I put it this way, or put it here, I think it's pretty clear. Like, I mentioned it before. The show's waking up. It's moving. At this point, I brought up earlier that like Vegas is starting to feel like old Twin Peaks. Like you watch that transformation of like, oh, it was this crime thing, but now it's kind of turning into like, well, it's a crime thing, but it's Twin Peaks crime thing.
Yeah.
But like there's a transition phase that I think is very intentional that I like. But now we're fully in the swing of like, oh, Las Vegas is Twin Peaks now, you know? And then we have a lot of other stuff going on that is actual motion in the show. So I think it's pretty easy to put it here. And I just think that I mentioned this before, but we're starting to get into the realm of like the next 5 or so could all be interchanged. And I think it would probably all feel about this level, you know, like it's like, oh, we're now in a different tier where like for the next like 5, 6 or so, like these all feel of a good level of like, if you put any of the others that are coming up here, I'd be like, yeah, no, that makes sense. You know, it's really hard to start cutting through that. And then after that, you have like a run of about 10 that are like that. And then like you have the last 3 or 4 that are also like that, but they're all stratified in their own little tiers here. So, you know, after this, I won't have a lot of good defenses, I think, of why one thing is better than another besides my own personal taste. Well, all of it's personal taste, but like from here on, like we've had this before where we've had a few like stratospheres of like, oh, this show, like when we started and you were like, oh, here's this soap thing with like James is like with this older woman who's framing him for murder and then like as we stratified out from that, you're like, oh, it's actually like singularly focused on one murder and not like a murder town until later, and here's this, and then, you know, so we're now in a new era. Yeah.
Yay.
Yeah. So that's why I put it where I do. Yeah.
Fair
hey,
enough.
What do you think happens next?
Oh my god. Okay, opening up our thing here. Oh wow. It's so rare that this happens. I don't want to spoil the next episode, but it's very rare that we
I feel like that's a dead giveaway though of what you said. Yeah.
I'm very excited. Oh my gosh. Okay, that's all I'll say. That I feel like that's a good enough giveaway of what.
Well, no, I'm curious what you think is going to happen in that episode.
Okay,
based off this one, I think it's fine to kind of semi-spoil what it is.
Okay, I think we'll get more Dougie and Janie E and what happens with them and the cops. We'll probably get like we'll get what happens there. I think we're going to get where the frick is Mr. C going? I don't know where he's going. But we'll figure out where he's going. And then poor Diane is taking on this poor road trip that she does not want to be a part of. And so she's going to be taken to another probably location to figure out what happens next. And then maybe prep work on Bobby and the Twin Peaks police side of what's to come 2 days from now. So, yeah.
Okay. Yeah. All right. I like those thoughts.
Okay.
I think that's it. Do I usually? Oh no! Hey, Jay.
Hey.
You're gonna have to go into the recesses of your mind because I think we've only watched like 2 episodes in the last like 2.5 months, 3 months. Probably not that long. How many episodes have we watched in the more recent times? Because we have this one, and then a month ago we had like 12.
We've definitely slowed down a bit recently. I don't know. I think we've watched maybe this year. I'd say we watched maybe like 6 episodes, I think. 5 or 6.
That feels about right to me.
That seems right to me, yeah.
So, over the course of this year, what has Twin Peaks been about for you?
Oh my god.
Yeah, this is why I was like, oh, this is a tough question to ask in our current pace. We need to get back on a regular pace to finish this.
Twin Peaks is about mental health and why you need to take your mental health seriously.
I don't want to hear that as someone who's directing it and not doing very well.
Especially after what you said at the beginning of the episode.
Yeah, the reason these aren't being released right now is directly because of that. No, good. Yeah, okay. Yeah. Now I definitely have to get out an episode this week in order to... Oh, boy. Newbie. Yeah, I think that's fair.
Yay.
Okay, yay. I have nothing to add to that because, I think our memories are fried of like what exactly happened the last year.
Yeah.
So I get you. All right. In that case, remember to save the pine weasel.
And brush your teeth.
So let's go with the fan theory of Josie Packard as the sound. Let's go with, which is just a fan theory. We don't know if it's real or not.
Yeah.
But that is the sound.
Yeah.
Okay. Let's go with, I'm going to include all detectives Fusco.
All of them?
One.
All 3 of them?
All 3
as
of them.
As a singular entity? Okay,
as a singular entity.
Okay. Okay.
And who's a fun third in this? Taking suggestions.
Jerry in the mental state that he's in the woods.
Love that. Okay.
That was the first name that came up on my paper when I looked down. So
that's very good. I was about to go with Tim Roth's character Hutch.
Ooh.
But I like yours with Jerry in this specific episode.
Okay.
Fuck, marry, kill.
Okay. Okay. Hold on. You can cut this out. I'm gonna go 3, 2, 1. Because I stopped recording accidentally and I started it again. Okay.
No, so this is a third recording.
Yes.
Oh, gotcha.
Yeah. Okay. But the second recording was like 10 seconds long, so we don't have to worry about that. Okay. Fuck, marry, kill. Okay. I would... Ooh, this is hard. Okay, my first thought is fuck the brothers as a singular entity because that sounds like a good time,
Sure.
Why not? Sure. I don't think I would want to be married to them because I would pull out my hair. And I don't want to kill them because, they are still competent police officers and I don't want to take that away from the community. And so I think I would fuck them.
No, I mean, everyone should have at least one experience with an orgy. I get you.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Okay. I would, Okay. I would marry Josie as the sound because I feel bad for Girly Pop. She's probably lonely as frick.
Yeah.
And I think she doesn't deserve to die again. Like, that's not fair. And so I wouldn't want to kill her. And so I think I would have to marry her. But like, okay, I'm struggling with this because I would also want to marry Hutch because I think that would be really funny.
Oh, are we
I don't
going
think
with
that would
Hutch
be.
instead of
I'm
Jerry?
trying to think.
Well,
Hey, Jerry. Oh yeah, Jerry. I forgot Jerry was the one that we picked.
Yeah,
oh
yeah.
No, I would kill Jerry in the woods. No. Now, for some reason, Hutch was in my head. For some reason, I had Hutch in my head. I don't know why.
Well, because that's what I was about to default.
That's what you were about to do. Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I would marry Josie and then I would kill Jerry. Sorry, Jerry. Freaking me out in the woods over there.
I realized I probably should have just done the crime trio. Actually, would have been a fun one of this, but this is good.
Yeah. Alternatively, if it was Tim Roth's character, I would marry Tim Roth's character. So you get a 2 for
always.
1. You get a 2 for 1 there.
Yeah.
Okay,
all
you
right.
pick now. You pick.
Yes. Okay. Let's see. I'm kind of stuck on the brothers because, like, I feel like Buckingham would kind of suck because I feel like it'd get competitive between them in the way, of like, we saw that dynamic with the older one to the middle. And like, I don't want to listen to that criticism while I'm getting railed. Right. Like that's not
okay.
So I'm kind of like, but I definitely can't marry them, and I definitely don't want to kill them. So I'm kind of like stuck here. So I'm gonna reverse engineer this. Let's go. I kill. Ooh, I'm stuck because I kind of want to marry Josie as the sound because like. You know me, I love those like AI stories and ghost marriage stories and stuff like that. So like this feels like that.
Yeah.
Not real AI. I hate that I have to clarify this in the modern age. No, like the AI girlfriend, but like not chatbot. Ugh, whatever.
Yeah.
So while I kind of like that and I like ghost versions of that.
Okay.
She only makes that fucking sound. So I think I am going to kill Josie.
Okay.
She deserves her final rest and to be finally done with all of this and stopped being trapped in the wood.
Okay, fair enough.
So lay her to rest.
Okay.
Which if it's Hutch, absolutely marry.
Yeah. But if it's Jerry.
He's such Hutch may be a horrible person, but he seems like a good husband.
Yeah,
From everything we've seen of him.
Exactly. That's where my mind went.
He has no morals, but if you have morals, he'd probably just accept yours.
Yeah, exactly.
So in that case, if it's Hutch, I kill Brothers Fusco or Detectives Fusco.
Okay.
But if it's Jerry, would I marry all 3 brothers? Probably would. I think that I would be like, what's the like Japanese concept of like the traveling wife or whatever, where it's like, oh, you live 2 separate places but you're married.
Oh yeah.
And then like on the weekends or whatever, you go and stay with them, and then I'd probably make that arrangement.
Okay.
I think that's the perfect amount of them.
Okay, fair enough.
Yeah. But I think, with detectives Fusco as husbands, like you avoid the oh, my detective husband's always at work and so busy and doing, they just rotate out. They all can take a shift as husband and as detective.
Okay, fair enough. Okay.
And that gives each of them a break.
I see it.
Yeah.
I see the vision. Okay.
Okay, so now we have something even stupider. Somehow. We have president, pirate, or gang.
Okay. President. Okay.
I would say that for the detectives, I would say that it would be like president, vice president, and like whatever other thing would be. You know what I mean? Like that's the cabinet. Okay.
Okay. I think alternate universe, I would put the brothers in a gang. Because I also think that would be very funny.
Be so good.
That'd be a very funny spin-off series. Alternate universe for fan fiction.
I love it.
I would put them in gang.
Love it.
Which leaves, oh man. Josie as the sound entity is tough. That's a tough one.
That's real tough to put anywhere.
That is real tough to put anywhere because, like, as president, like,
it'd be an improvement.
It would be, you know what? I wouldn't be mad at it. It would be stupid as hell, and every other country would make fun of this, but it would be really funny.
Every other country's already making fun of the U.S. It's fine. Yeah. Wouldn't it be worse? And also, I believe the American public would... No, the American public would never elect because the sound is a woman and a minority. There's no fucking way.
There's no way. So therefore, Josie as the sound has to be a pirate. Therefore, Tim Roth character or Jerry has to be president. And I don't know how I feel about either of them in that position. But that's my answer. Because Josie has to be pirate.
I could see Jerry as president actually being very good in the idea of like, oh, he could probably bring this hallucinating version is a little bit difficult.
Yeah.
But I could see him being the type to be like, oh, I'm bringing in a ton of people who will do the job for me. And if, you know, he's focused on, I don't know if he's libertarian, which would suck, or if he's liberal, which I'm not necessarily a fan of, but like is better. But like with his weed farm and the fact that he does a lot, sells weed and stuff like that, at the very least, he's a little bit off of the, you know, he's not on the right track, at least.
Yeah.
And he would just bring in a cabinet that could do a decent job. I see him as the type to be like, oh, I'm going to bring in a cabinet of, I know all these people who actually know what they're doing, so I don't have to do shit.
Oh, fair enough. Okay.
So I actually think that could work.
Okay.
I think we'd still get made fun of for having him as a president, but I actually see it being like, oops, accidentally effective.
Yeah. Okay. I see it. All right.
That said, I'm still going to go with the sound for president instead.
Okay.
I don't think she'd ever get elected unless she didn't reveal her real identity and it was just a sound, in which case I think the American public would still elect just a sound as president. Because I don't see, in the alternate reality, I don't see Hutch as president ever, because he is such a lackey, and I'm not saying that in like a negative, like derogatory way, but he is so much a second in command, or like not even that, of like a henchman. I don't see him being able to be a president, you know? So
fair enough.
I think as a pirate, he's perfect. He has no moral center. He has a captain that's guiding him. I think he's perfect for pirate. I fully agree with you about Detective Fusco as gay. I want that too. That's great. I love that. Yeah. That's so funny. That's so good.
Both spin-offs of them as cops and them as gang.
Yes. Yeah. And so therefore, like, I don't know about Jerry being pirate, but like, him tripping balls on a pirate ship, that sounds about right too. You know, like he's given that vibe, so I think so. Yeah.
Okay. All right. Yay.